Hi, my name is Julie Peterson. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner student at Purdue University Global. This is Unit 10, and the reflective video is about how we feel about ourselves and some self-reflection into helping our patients as a mental health provider. So some of the things that I know I have triggers about is probably a little bit more, emotional and um, intimate partner violence. So I think some of the things that can, you know, help me might also hurt me to, dwell on things too much in my own past or to think about it, too much. But I think it would be beneficial so at least I can understand some of what the patients are going through. The goals I set for myself at the beginning of the semester was to feel more comfortable talking to the patients, which I do feel more comfortable in. Some of the situations are a little bit overwhelming or scary, or I'm not quite sure what to say. But I seem to find a way to say something or to just be silent and wait for them to say something. The feelings and prejudice and biases that I experienced during my clinical experience, um, just kind of at times, things are just kind of status quo, but also they can be a little bit more um, challenging at times, because you kind of think about this patient and this person and what they're going through. Nobody's a movie star, but you try to think about if this was a movie and it was playing out, how I would feel about the persons involved in the movie, and how that must be for them. Um, but some of my prejudices and biases, I really try to look past the person as to what they look like in me and try to visualize them as like either a younger person or a person that um, you know you would call as a friend, and so that way it kind of helps you get past that thought. My anxiety and self-doubt and certainty, I haven't really had a problem with that for the most part, because I think I've worked in healthcare for a while, and I'm already working in internal medicine as a nurse practitioner. So some of that would probably be more of the medication. So that I would just kind of defer more to my preceptor to have a little bit more experience and to really try to take some mental notes as to what the understanding was. My insights that I developed during my clinical experience are, pretty much about the same, that I just have thought about what I would, you know, say to someone if they were in my situation, or if they were doing something, kind of doing something else that's kind of for them. I know that not everybody reacts to a problem or trauma or grief or something, um, you know, very clear-minded, because when you're in the situation yourself, you either don't see a way out, or you're really just trying to appease the abuser, um, to see how that works out for you. And then some of the, the anxiety that people have and the depression, what they're really trying to do is just kind of, they're just so into what they've got going on that they really kind of need to take a step back and kind of realize, oh, well, we'll get over this, let's kind of work through this. These are some things that we can do and work on, and really trying to understand the significance of the situation that they're in. So that way they can, not minimalize it, but to kind of put something, on a better scope of where they need to go, to help themselves better, because, life is a long road. So um, if you can get through it, with the least amount of scars and self-sacrifice, you'll come out better on the other side. Has it impacted me as a student, a person, and a provider? I think going through so many cases, that you go through in your, my clinicals, that it does impact you. Some of it you feel a little bit more attached to than others. So it's really good to maintain a healthy balance, a distance balance. So I think talking to my preceptor, and she has a nurse too, so kind of hearing a little bit of the background story about what the patients have been going through, different things they have tried, and things that have failed and succeeded, and um, just trying to get a better idea as to what would help and what wouldn't help. And then in my reflection of my future practice, I do see how some patients might just wind up being a trigger for me, or give me more anxiety, that I wouldn't be making the best decision for them. Based upon their needs, it might be limited in caring for them. So I would hopefully be able to just refer them to someone else that I think would be able to be better suited for them. Um, and then I really appreciated this clinical experience. It was really good. I had a really large group of patients that I got to see, and quite a few of them I saw so many patients, just even in the inpatient side that I was in, and then that the doctor would look at, and then also what the nurse would look at, in the outpatient. So, even though I might not have interacted with them, more than a hi or bye or hello, I still got to see a lot of patients and felt this was a very good experience for me. So I really appreciated this assignment, and my clinical practice, and the assignments that were going throughout the course, they really help you to think. So I appreciate that. And one of my other professor for 661 had always emphasized that we need to take care of our own mental health. That he says the best therapists have therapists. So at first I kind of thought it was just a offhanded comment that he made, but I realized that it's something that he really meant with everything that you see and go through and know as a mental health provider. So I'll probably be taking that forward with me as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the next semester goes and how I feel about it. So thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Feliz Navidad, whatever. If you have any questions or any concerns, just give me a call and let me know. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.